A big congratulations to getting to day 21 of the Amazon 10K challenge with me. We're in the most exciting phase. We've been through finding a product, improving our product, finding our supplier, creating our listing. We're now in the launch phase, which of course is the most exciting, most educational phase. So welcome to day 21. I'm excited to show you some new stuff today. We have our first sale, so congratulations to us. Pats on the back. I'm going to walk you through how we got that and how we are tracking how our launch is going and how we are going to be improving our launch in the upcoming days. So it's going to be a really big, exciting day. If this is the first video you're watching, definitely go back and watch the first 20 days. We've covered so much, and I've taught about so many strategies from going from nothing to launching a successful product on Amazon. So definitely go back, watch those first 20 days, and meet me back here. Really quickly, we're going to go through our investment sheet. So I've added ads down here because we set up a automatic ad yesterday to run for our scratch map. We gave Amazon the power to choose who it's running that ad to. So we have we don't have a spend yet. I'm going to put that in probably at the end of the week, but I've just put that in there because it is in the launch the product phase. We're going to be spending on ads. Our starting budget was $4,000. Our goal is $4,000 of profit a month. We've got 500 units. We had 501 units actually. Our supplier sent an extra unit in at $6.30 each. Our current sale price is $23.89, I believe. I'll double check that in a second. Just make that put in the center. And we have in total spent $3,654 still in getting this scratch map up and listed. And now we're spending a little bit of money day to day on ads. We'll be in here updating that expense, or that investment, should I say. Before we get started, if you haven't joined the Amazon FBA private Facebook group, link is in the description. As soon as we get to 1,000 members, I'm going to give away 10 private coaching sessions. 15 minutes, Skype, me and you. I'll go through all the questions you have. So make sure you're in the group. You have to be in the group in order to win that prize. Lastly, before we get started, if you don't have the Amazon FBA 2018 Masterclass, Happy New Year, by the way. It is 11 p.m. on January 1st right now while I'm recording this. But you need this Amazon Masterclass if you want to have that confidence when launching your product online. I am very, very confident in what I'm doing because I've launched over 12 products on Amazon. They're all been successful and profitable. And everything that I've learned in launching those 12 products is way too much to explain in this course. I'm not going to go through every marketing strategy. It's all in this course for you. It's all downloaded into 11 and a half hours, what I learned and what Evan learned in launching 8 of his successful products. Congratulations to everyone who's taking action and getting this course, because this really will fast track your results and improve your results. This will 10x your results. So the link is in the description for that, and you can save $200 by using the coupon next to the link. So let's get started. I want to walk you through this thing here that's on your screen. So let's jump straight into the video. Don't miss out on this. We are giving away an Amazon product idea that I personally found that will make you over $5,000 every month, $1,000 of PayPal cash to buy your stock, and a fast track Amazon FBA coaching session to ensure that you launch your product perfectly. To win, all you need to do is subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment below why you want to start an Amazon FBA business. Enter now, then let's jump into this video. Okay, so I have a new sheet to walk you through today. Before I do this is a sheet that we're going to be referring back to a lot, and it's going to be really helpful in getting you to understand what I'm looking for in a launch and what I'm trying to optimize. And it's our snowball scratch map sheet that we're going to be using to track our launch. Before I get into this, please give me a thumbs up or a likes up in the push the button below, the little thumbs up. I really appreciate the likes. It helps spread this video series further on YouTube, and I appreciate when you hit that like button. Also, before we jump in, let's go over to Amazon and find our map. And if you are on a computer right now, you can open a new tab too, and you can actually see Odyssey World Map. We should come up. Yeah, we go. We come up obviously pretty high for that search rank. You can type in Odyssey World Map, and you can click on this listing right here. That's our listing that we have put up together. Of course, we don't have reviews. We've only been up a day. I'm going to load this Keeper app down here, Keepa. You can see right here, it's been tracking our bestseller rank today. And I also have been tracking our bestseller rank. I say go have a look at this product so you can actually see it, see what it looks like being live, and access it from your end instead of watching it on my computer. I've also been tracking the bestseller rank here, bestseller rank. So I'm going to walk you through the sheet because we're going to be spending a lot of time in this sheet, because this is what I did when I launched my first product, and it really helped me understand Amazon search engine optimization, so ranking as high as possible for our keywords, and it helped me understand how the Amazon site works and how Amazon chooses what to show as a list, as a result, how Amazon decide how to use their real estate or their ad space. So it's going to be really helpful to walk you through. So in the first column on the far left here, we have what I call the check. We don't want to do this every day. It was going to be day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, but the days are too far apart. So what I just called it is a check. So I'm going to check on these stats probably 2-3 times a day, and then just put them in here. So we've got check 1, check 2, check 3. By check, I mean just like check up on the listing. And then we want to see, so check 1, I'm going to look, how many sales do we have? We had 0. What was our bestseller rank? So the bestseller rank, really important to remember, is this little rank down here, which we are currently at 30,000 in office products. It's critical to understand what this bestseller rank is, and basically we are the 30,307th best selling product in office products. So we're really down those charts at the moment on 30,000, but there are 30,306 office products that are selling better than us, and probably about 1 million that are selling worse than us right now. So that is what the bestseller rank is, and it's Amazon's rank. So Amazon give you that rank, and they say this is you're being ranked against every product in your category. That is your rank right now. So let's get out of here. Close that Facebook one too. Back to our Excel sheet. We were unranked because we hadn't sold an item. If you haven't sold an item yet, obviously it can't rank you against anyone else because it's saying how well are you selling or how much revenue are you bringing in, basically. SM. So this is now our page rank or our SEO rank. I might change that to SEO rank to make it a little bit easier to understand. So this is going to be our SEO rank. So SM is the keyword scratch map for me. SOMOTW, SOMOTW, is scratch off map of the world. It's just an acronym for the search terms that I'm trying to rank for. And the last one is large scratch off map. I won't write that out. But these are the 3 keywords that I am trying to rank for, basically. What is underneath is what page am I showing up on Amazon? So I was unranked, which means I went through the first 20 pages. Normally Amazon give you 20 pages. For example, if I type in all departments scratch map, let's see how many pages we get. We get 30 pages. So it'll give you between 20 and 30 pages generally. And I'll show you, we're going to search through these in a second. I'll show you a couple of cool tricks to use. But basically I was unranked. I then checked back. I woke up the next morning, basically. I woke up the next morning and I had 2 sales, which is very exciting. My bestseller rank was down to 35,982, down from, because there's hundreds of thousands of products. So that is actually a decent bestseller rank. And I was a little bit surprised that it was actually up so high or so low, 30,000. I thought it would have been about 200,000. But apparently not many people are selling products at the moment. So we actually ranked in the 30,000. And we can verify this info using Keeper if it wants to load up for me. Let's see if we can refresh that page. Again, this app is called KEEPA. It's 100% free. It's a Chrome plugin. You can see it up here. And it tells you the history of the rank of a product. So we've been up for 1 day. So we went 23,000. I looked at it at 35,000 up here. And then it's dropped back down to 25,000, and we're not actually sitting at 25,000. We've jumped back up to 30,000, but this is going to fluctuate every hour, every half hour. I think actually every 15 minutes it's going to update. So we were 25,000, and then the third time I looked, we were 23,000 because we got one more extra sale. Now we were ranked on page 21, and M is for the middle of page 21. I like to see exactly where on the page because it's important. It's easy to jump pages. You can see we've jumped from page 21 to 19 just with that extra one sale, but also it might be lagged before the 2 sales. But once you get into page 2 or page 3, you're really fighting. It gets harder and harder, and you're fighting for like exact position. So I like to track where on that page we're showing up. For example, let's go and see. Let's have a check together. So we've got 3 sales. I can log into my Seller Central. Hopefully I'm already logged in and show you on the inside. Yeah, here we go down here. So our price point is $23.89 here. You can see we got 3 sales, and it's just clicked over midnight, I think. I think they use New York time. It could be LA time. So it'll be about 4 a.m. I think they probably use LA, Seattle time, because that's where they are, I think. Amazon is. So 4 a.m., so it's clicked over the midnight. So we have no sales today. So these sales came 4 hours ago or more. And you can see we got 3 of them, which is cool. I'll go into that in just a second. But there goes our zeros. Actually, my video might be in the way. So here we go. You can see we got 3 sales, $71.67. And that was yesterday. So it's going to work it out. So today we've got 0 because it's 4 a.m. In the last 7 days, we've got 3 because we sold them yesterday. We sold them yesterday in the last 15 days, so there's 3 there. And we sold them yesterday, and that's in the last 30 days too. So this number will end up being the biggest because it's going to be tracking the last 30 days. And then obviously this one will be second biggest, third biggest. And then this one will be just today's sales. So from midnight to midnight, how many did we make? So our goal is to get this number right here to say 10,000. And that's revenue. This is all revenue here. Just see individual sales really quickly before we go and check where our map is ranked. You go orders and manage orders, and then you can go advanced search if they're not in yet. Last 3 days, you don't have to put a seller ID if this is your only product. You can see here are our 3 orders. So 31st of December, 31st of December, 31st of December. They're still pending, so we can't click and see the details on the inside, but it'll tell you basically who bought it, their address. It'll tell you how much they paid for it. But it's still pending. But you can see we got one at 7:19 a.m., 10 a.m., and then one at 6:04 p.m., which is cool. I also like, once we start doing a little bit of giveaways or discounts, which we'll be probably doing in about a week's time. Not necessary in order to launch a product, but it can definitely help you give you that boost. You can come in here and you can click on the item, and you can see if it was paid for or if it was just a discount code. So that's one of the only ways you can actually discern between a discount and a paid purchase. I'll show you more of that as we get to that. Just a side note for those of you who are up to that already. All right, so let's have a look. We are large scratch off map. We were 16th in the middle of page 16, and then again we're in the middle of page 16 after 3 sales. We still have 3 sales. Our bestseller rank fluctuates up and down, so it's okay if it goes down. We were 30,000. No, that's not live. This one down here, 30,307. All right, and then let's have a look at these keywords. Now, it's really important that you either have a sheet like this yourself with your top 3 keywords here that you're trying to rank for, or even top 10 if you want to do that and go into depth, because it really shows you how your sales increase the power of your listing on Amazon. So it lets you understand how Amazon works and why you want to push those sales early in order to climb up these ranks and get a better page position and therefore get more sales. So these ones will probably have gone down, our ranks, because you can see our bestseller rank has gone down. So let's have a look. So let's start over here. Large scratch off map. Make sure you are in all categories when you are tracking. Large scratch off map. And then normally you have to go page by page, which is okay when you're ranking on the top 3 or 4 pages. But there's a little trick. You can come up to the URL and see where it says page. You can just simply put the page you want to go to there. So I'll put page 16. And now look. So there we are. Still in the middle of page 16, it looks like. A little bit closer to the bottom maybe, or maybe it's, yeah, probably about the middle. So we're still middle of page 16. I'll come back and put that in here. I'm just going to center everything. looks a lot neater. And what I wanted to show you too is, we'll do it for the next one. So scratch off map of the world. And why I'm doing this keyword is, I think this is actually the number one keyword for the product. Because if I type S or SC, scratch off map of the world comes up, which this is done on popularity. So scale is the most searched for one on SC, then scissors, then scarves for women, science experiments for kids, and then this is in fifth. And then you can see scratch map is not actually there. And even if I type scratch, you can see scratch off map of the world is the first or the most searched one, the most popular one, and scratch off map is next, and then scratch map's not all the way down here under scratch off map of the United States. So even though I say the word scratch map, that's not the keyword that is the most searched for. So let's see where we were. Page 21. So we're obviously not going to be on page 1. What we might see though is an ad. I saw an ad. Let's see, where's this page? Scratch off map of the world. So I think we may have to go page 2 first, and then the page comes up. Here we go, page 2. So we'll go to page, let's go into page 9. I think we might see our ad if we do. No, that's not us. I'm looking to show you the automatic ad that we set up last night. I'm not looking for a map to actually be organically ranking here. But basically you can see these on sponsored, sponsored, sponsored. These are all ads that people are paying for. So I want to see if we can come up. Still all sponsored. You can see they rotate those ads through. But I did see my ad in here today. And what I want to point out too is look how many maps there are. Look how many people are selling scratch maps. We're on the 16th page. I'm ranked on the 21st page, or I was. I might be below that now. But everybody's selling scratch maps. It's very, very easy to create a listing or create a product on Amazon and not have it be profitable if you don't follow the right measures. Look at all this. These guys are not making money. They're making less than $100 each a month. It's a highly competitive niche that we are getting into, and there's a lot of carnage, or a lot of people who haven't sold well because they haven't followed that snowball formula that I'm teaching you. They haven't followed all these techniques that I'm about to show you in this series, and all the additional techniques in the course that will boost you up to that front page. So make sure you follow these techniques, and make sure you get the course and follow those techniques, and you won't end up as another one of these people who are just not making money. So 2 things here. We are on page 21. Yeah, where we always were. This is our ad, sponsored, which means we are paying for this. If we were to click on this, it would cost us $1.08, I'm pretty sure. So let's go into our campaign manager. I have to sign in. I think I have to get my verification code for my phone. Oh, I forgot it. That's changed. Alright, signing into ads here. And you'll see that I've also put up a manual ad campaign, and I'll walk you through this in just a second. But down here, automatic. That was the one we set up yesterday. If you didn't watch yesterday, go watch yesterday. This is a very, very important step you need to take. So we've spent $5. We can see how many clicks we've got. We've got 5 clicks, so we're spending $1 a click. We've got 1,000 people look at it, or an impression. So an impression is like this. We are giving this an impression right now because it's on our screen. We're not going to click it because I'm not going to buy it because it's my map, and that would just cost us $1. I don't like to click other people's ads too, because I think unless you're looking to buy, you probably shouldn't be clicking on ads. Down here you can see is the organic, because there's no sponsored. So this is our organic rank in the middle of page 21. 21 middle. So I'm guessing that this one will be in the bottom of page 19. So let's scratch map. And basically we're going to take these rankings from bottom of page 19, page 21, with all, I think I just clicked on someone's ad. Sorry, bro. Bottom of page 19, we're going to take all these rankings up to that first page. So I want this to say top of page 1, top of page 1, top of page 1 for all these rankings. It'll probably take us about a month. It may be on our second order, but we'll be rising this whole time. We'll be tracking it together, and you can rise for your top keywords as well as you watch along. So a little hack, come into that URL, just throw page 19, so you have to go one by one. We were on the bottom, so we're not there anymore. We've made some form of movement. Let's go to page 20. See if we can find us over here. Page 21. I like to go backwards before I go forwards because I get too excited when I'm looking forwards. Like, are we on page 3? I find myself all the way up in the top rankings with just like a lot of hope. Okay, so let's check out page 18 maybe. You can see even, I guess they're magnifying glasses here, but these are still scratch maps all the way down on page 22. There's so many pages of these people who haven't launched successfully. They don't know how to launch. They've gone to the trouble to invest their time and their money, but they haven't had a successful product because they haven't learned how to build momentum and how to get a snowball rolling for their product. So that's 19. Maybe we'll be on 18. Did we get bumped up one? The other thing I will point out now, just in case we don't find ours, sometimes your listing may temporarily disappear as it's moving pages. It may just may not show up at all, and it'll be back within an hour or two. What I find is that bestseller rank, I think, updates every 15 minutes, maybe every hour, something on a very, very small time scale. But the SEO ranks take a lot longer. They'll update once every 4 to 8 hours, sort of thing, as you can see with this, staying the same. So where are we on page 18? Can you take us to page 17? I don't think we would have jumped to page 16 because we don't have any more sales. And remember, the other factor to other than sales that is helping us rank for these is the ad that we have set up. And the second ad that I've set up, and I'm going to walk you through today, is also helping us rank for these terms. Yeah, so I think we've temporarily disappeared unless I've scrolled past it by accident. I just want to have another look at page 20. Which is fine. I'm just going to put a dash in there. It'll be back in a couple of hours, so don't worry if you can't find your listing, if it was somewhere and then it disappeared. As long as you don't have a notification up here, this is where Amazon will contact you if anything is wrong. You will be totally fine and it'll come back. So I'm going to go back to our ads here. But I'm excited to show you more and more about this sheet because as we climb the rankings, you'll realize how important it is to track because you can see what it is that's pushing us forward. So we'll be spending a lot of time in this sheet together, tracking our rankings, looking at what's pushing our listing forward, looking at what's not working for our listing. So welcome to this sheet. We're going to get really familiar with it and have some fun in here. I can close that for now though, because what I want to do is I want to come over, show you what I've done here. Two things. First thing is our automatic or our automatic ad has started to pick up some data. So you can see we've gotten lots of impressions. We've got 5 people clicking. We don't know. I could download the search term report now, but it's not really worth it on 5 clicks. We're going to wait till that gets up to 100 or 200 clicks. And then we can download that search term report and see what people are searching in order to click on our map. And what I've done is I've set up what I call a heavy blaster campaign. And I don't know if I'll talk about it in this series, but we have a couple of types of campaigns. One is like a heavy blaster campaign, which is great for the launch phase. And if I pull this up, the launch phase, because I don't really need to be profitable on these ads. What I need to do is I need to get that momentum rolling and that snowball rolling down the hill with this. So even if I break even on these ads, or each sale is going to cost me $5 or $10, it's going to be giving us that momentum to climb those ranks, get our items shown everywhere, and then get those organic sales that are going to pay for the investment that I'm making here. So this is a heavy blaster campaign. After the double down, there's something called a marathon marketing, and we have a whole module about this in the course, but it's basically putting sniper campaigns into place that pinpoint keywords. And I can show you, maybe I'll show you tomorrow, ads from another FBA account that I've used to get ads that I pay $400 for and made over $5,000 with that $400 using that sniper strategy. So hyper targeting those keywords and getting very, very profitable return on your money. But this one is just to get that momentum. I want to get as many sales as possible. Before I dive into that one, have a look. Our daily budget's $30 and we've been up a day almost, and we've only spent $5. So when you are setting these daily budgets, Amazon will rarely spend it unless your bid is really, really high. So don't worry if you want to spend, excuse me, Don't worry, if your budget, daily budget is up a little bit, you probably will be spending a lot less than your daily budget. That's just the very upper limit of the budget. All right, so heavy blaster campaign. This is a manual campaign, which means I've personally chosen the keywords that I want to target. Amazon's not choosing them for me. I've chosen 8 keywords, and I'm going to set this out a little bit different in the next couple of days, but this is basically to show you how to set up a campaign that is manual. So you can see it's already got almost 400 impressions. No clicks yet, which is okay. 400 impressions is not that many. We're going to click on it and to get into the ad group. So you can see that's our map. This is our ad group here. Click on keywords to see what keywords I'm running it for. So scratch off map, US states, large scratch off world map, color scratch off map, world map with US states, scratchable map, scratch off map of the world, scratch off map. So all of them actually, this is large scratch off map of the world. If that was large scratch map, I think that's the keyword we're trying to rank for. Or now, no, it's large scratch off map. I see. So I might want to add that because these are helping our listing rank by telling Amazon that these are the keywords we want to rank for. They're like, okay, then they must be related to these keywords. Let's quickly go through creating this ad together. And I'll show you how I've chosen what I want to bid and how I've chosen these keywords. So go back to the campaign level, create campaign. So campaign name, heavy blaster, maps, because that's what the campaign's for. I put whatever your item name is in here. Daily budget's going to be a little bit higher because I do want to really start spending here and getting some momentum on our product. Start date is now. Here's the difference for me. I say we're now doing manual targeting. So we are picking the keywords. So continue to next step. Ad group name. It's again, it's getting a little bit complex. You don't need multiple ad groups. I'm going to just show you how to run ads efficiently on a simple level. So this can just be map manual ad 1 inside the blaster. Select the item that you are launching, which this for us is the large scratch map. Now have a look down here. First of all, you get a default bid. So you can put whatever you want in there. Just say 50 cents. And then bid plus, which means it's going to raise your bid, this bid, up to 50% more than your default bid. So up to 75% for me, in order to show the top of search results. So that is scratch map. If I type in scratch map, you can see sponsored. This is the very top of search results. They're paying a premium to be up there, as opposed to being on page 3, or you saw my ad on page 21, or even down the bottom or up the top on a second page. It costs a lot less. So I like to do bid plus because I do find it very effective. Suggested keywords. Amazon has looked through the keywords that you put on the back end. They look through your title. They look through what other people are buying when they buy your map in order to provide you what keywords they think your map will sell well for. Now you can see that a lot of these keywords I used in the 8 keywords that I chose. So definitely go through and have a look at what Amazon is saying it thinks your keywords should be. If these are not the keywords you want, you really need to look at the back end and your description and your title of your listing, because this is how Amazon has classed your keywords. Basically, I'm not going to go through and choose all 8, but it's going to match broad by default, and that's good. I'll tell you that why in a second. But basically, if we want to do scratch off map, large scratch off for map, a little bit specific, large scratch off map, that's one of our keywords. It's going to put it down here as a keyword selected. Match type broad, which is good. There's 3 different types of matches. So there's broad, which means it's going to use the word or the phrase large scratch off map, but also things related to that. So if it was big scratch off map, it would probably match that up. If it's phrase, it's going to use this phrase, large scratch off map, but it doesn't have to be exactly in this order or this amount of words. So it could be scratch off map and it would show up, or it could be scratch off map large and it would show up. Exact means it has to be exact word by word, and there can't be any difference. Now, exact is normally good because it's cheaper, and that's when we'd run our sniper ads on the exact phrase, on exact keywords. But for these heavy blaster campaigns, we want to do broad. One, because it's going to pull in a lot of other keyword data for us. Two, we're going to get our map sold more because we're going to get it on different keywords that we're not actually putting down here. And three, which is a weird one, is Amazon actually give broad priority over phrase and exact. So if we have large scratch off map as broad and we're bidding $1, and someone else is giving large scratch off map phrase and they're bidding $1, we're going to get the spot. And if you can test this by setting it by yourself. If you set up one of these in broad and one of these in phrase by yourself, you're only going to see people converting, or only going to see Amazon showing your ad through the broad. So broad, if you're not getting any clicks on your ads, definitely always switch to broad and you'll start getting clicks. So it's going to give you a suggested bid, which is very, very helpful. Again, depending on your budget, you may want to go a little bit outside the suggested bid, or if you have a lower budget, go lower. Basically, you can come in here anytime and change your bid based on how your results are going. If you don't like them, lower the bid. If you like what you see and you want to double it, come in and increase the bid. I like to go just over the suggested to start because I have a small budget for this product, but in general, I have normally a larger budget, and then save and finish. Now I'm actually going to keep that ad there just to see how it does. I might lower that budget for that one keyword down to $15. But I don't think I had that keyword in the other campaign, so let's keep that there and see how that goes. So I've chosen 8 keywords that I wanted to start to rank for, and also that I think I would get sales from. And they're in here. You saw what those 8 keywords were. Pick about 5 to 8 keywords. I wouldn't do many more, because what happens is they're all in the same ad campaign, which means they're all bidding against each other. If we're going to do more than that, we would like to start doing some more campaigns or ad groups so they're not competing with each other. I wouldn't do more than 5 to 10 keywords in your first campaign, but we'll be back to check on this and see how it goes. Now, coming back to Seller Central, I want to show you one thing that I learned today actually, and that is down here is our, where is it? Customer feedback. So this customer feedback is for our seller account. It's not product feedback. It's very different to reviews. This is product feedback. This is seller feedback, or it's now called customer feedback, I guess. And that's based on your seller account and not specifically your product. In order to do coupons, we need a seller feedback higher than 3.5. So because this is a brand new Amazon account that I've created in order to show you how to launch, so I can show everything transparently without worrying about giving away what products I sell, we don't have any feedback. Normally when I introduce a new product, obviously I have the feedback from my other products. So we need to wait until we have a 3.5 or above, so basically 1 feedback. As soon as someone gives me seller feedback, I'm going to show you how I'm going to get that quicker than normal as well. I'm going to make sure I message our buyers. These 3 people will get the product in 2 days. I'm going to follow up with messages, ask for feedback. They're going to give me a 5-star review or a 4-star, whatever it is, in customer feedback, and then we can create these coupons. And the coupons are key because we're going to be distributing them through lots of social media. We're going to be distributing them through ads. We're going to be giving them away through a few platforms. Now I'm going to get into specifics about that because it is very important that you do this the right way and you don't break Amazon's terms and conditions. But that's going to really help us get some momentum behind our product and help convert more people who go to our listing because they get that discounted price. Now, set that menu campaign for yourself. This has been day 21. I'm excited to see you in day 22. We've got our first sales. I'm excited to 10x this up to 30 sales. I'm excited to reach our goal of $10,000 a month. But what I want you to take away, and it's really, really important that you do, is that we have 3 sales. Now, pretty sure they are through ads because we have a $5 spend here. Oh, and we've got a 39 cents spend here that just came in, which is cool. But these sales are going to take 48 hours to update. I'm pretty sure they'll come through on this automatic campaign, at least 1 or 2 of them. And the other ones will come through actually organic, believe it or not, because for my first product I showed you, I sold 2 items in the first day, didn't do any ads, and I was ranked on page 19. Amazon is so big and there's so many shoppers. You just need to be on Amazon with a superior product. So these guys aren't getting sales because their photos are, sorry, what page am I on? These guys are definitely getting sales. These guys down here, even though they're on page 19 with me, they're not getting sales because their photos are bad. Someone's probably typing in something very specific in order to find my product, and then they've converted well because we've done well to have a very superior listing to a lot of people. So maybe they typed in something like that, something very specific. There's so many people on Amazon that they're all typing in random keywords. They're finding me through links on other people's products, but basically I've done very, very little work, and you've seen how much work I've done. I've put up one automatic campaign, and we've already made $71. Now that obviously is definitely not all profit. It's probably about $25 to $30 profit in our first day, which is not bad. But what I'm trying to stress here is get your product up on Amazon. Just take that action and let Amazon bring those customers to you. Again, I'm going to show you lots of strategies to 10x this and get this really, really profitable. But the big takeaway from this whole thing is that Amazon, the whole reason we're selling on Amazon is because there's so many people there, and we will start to make sales by almost doing nothing. We're gonna make it look easy. So get your product up there, like and subscribe, join our Facebook group, get the masterclass. It's really important if you want that confidence in every step that you take, and I'll see you in day 22.